all about love. And next day on Wednesday, it's Valentine's Day. And that's a day that you have an excuse to tell everybody that you love how grateful you are for them and how much they've impacted your life. It's also a day that comes with chocolate, cake, wine, roses, which we really love and are calorie-free, but I'm going to talk today about the best ways to approach Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is full of sweet treats and temptations, but if you prepare ahead of time, you can make sure that you're not going to derail your progress and you actually can continue to make progress. So a couple things you can do to be accountable to your program or your nutrition or your goals, whatever it is on Valentine's Day, is one, you can be 100% clear on what it is you're trying to achieve. If you remind yourself what your goals are, maybe write it down, share it with a friend, it's going to keep you motivated through that day, because I promise you once Valentine's Day's passed, you'll forget about all those temptations because they're not in front of you anymore. So get really clear on what it is you're trying to achieve. 2, make hard and fast rules about what you're gonna do. So if you're going to have a piece of cake or you're going to have a glass of wine, decide how much you're gonna have ahead of time. We've all been there. You're at the restaurant, you have a goal you want to achieve, or you really want to keep your nutrition dialed in, and you have the menu with tons of options in front of you, and you're just like menu anxiety. So you opt for what you know tastes really good. It's not 100% healthy or exactly what you wanted to be eating, so you feel a little bit guilty afterwards. But if you decide I'm only gonna have one glass of wine, then that decision's already made for you, and we totally get rid of any of that anxiety you feel making a decision in the moment. Third thing is get really clear with whoever you're spending Valentine's Day with on what goals you have. So if that means you don't want to have any chocolate at all, let them know that, and that can save you from, you know, the surprise box of chocolates that they might have brought you because they thought they were doing something kind. If you're going to be indulging in something sweet and tempting on Valentine's Day, here's my 2 favorite tips for how to go about that. So 1, don't get way more than you need. It's so easy to get a ton of chocolates or a ton of cake on Valentine's Day, but just get, if you can, exactly how much you're going to be having that day so you don't have a ton of leftovers that you need to get rid of at the end. Also, if your favorite temptation does come in a larger serving, take the serving size that you want out right away. So for me, I absolutely love M&Ms. So if I'm gonna have some M&Ms, I get this big family style bag, I take my serving out, put it in a Ziploc, and put the rest in a place where I'm not going to be able to get it, give it to somebody else. Whatever it is that I've got to do with it, out of sight really does mean out of mind. Holidays like Valentine's Day are always centered around food. Well, not always, most of the time centered around food. And that's really a good thing. It brings people together, it gives some people something to talk about, it creates memories. We all love being circled around a dinner table, talking about how delicious the food is. However, if you really want to be on track with your goals, this can sometimes make the holidays really hard, giving into the temptations that society has for us. So instead, you can create your own tradition. Doesn't necessarily have to be centered around food. So something Michael and I love to do is we love to catch the sunset in the best spot in the city. So we're in Austin, so we'll go to Mount Bonnell and watch the sunset from there. Or maybe we'll go take the dog out to the dog park, or we'll go on a hike somewhere and spend the night camping. Whatever it is, create your own new tradition, and it makes it even more special because it's yours, and that's something that you connect on that's different than food. And those things are in places that it's really hard to indulge in food also. So don't follow the path that's well-traveled, create your own path. That's a wrap on Valentine's Day, so I hope that you go out there, show some love to all the people that matter to you in your life, whether it's a husband, a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or just a couple friends. Maybe it's even just your dog. It's an excuse to tell people how much you love them, and I love you guys. So thanks for tuning in, and if you really want a snack to eat on Valentine's Day, check out our episode from last week where we made some black bean brownies. Really delicious, and we'll give you that, satisfy that chocolate craving. So I'll see you guys here next week.